Hey guys, how you doing out there? Welcome to What I Do. I appreciate you for stopping by here with me today to see what's good, see what's going on, to see what it do. Old and new. Thank you so very much for being here. I appreciate every single last one of you guys. Hope you stay, hope you enjoy the reading. It is currently the beginning of May 2026, but this is a timeless reading. Hope you're having a good day or evening also, and feel free to fast forward through this part while I get out your zodiac card so I know who I'm doing this reading for. It was two cards. Two that flipped over. So yeah, I saw Libra. Now Libra comes back out. Well, we know it was for sure for Libra. Scorpio. Here you are, Scorpio. Your number is 8 there, and your word is investigate. So let's see what we get. All that glitters in the upright. Number 16 breaks down to a number 7. There are two masks there on top of the pile of gold. And here, soulmates, number 41, which equals to a 5. So you have here numbers 16 and 41 equals to a 5 and 7. All that glitters in soulmates. Maybe you're feeling like you have everything, or this particular person can bring you everything. Not too sure, but we have here now number 7, to the sea. Maybe they took you on a cruise and you were like, oh my gosh, all of this fanciness or something like that. Now you have here the number 31, and the question at the bottom is why? Hmm. And then here's serendipity in reverse, and the number there is 18. That breaks down to a 9. So it wasn't about you being in a particular place at the right time or anything like that. Um, it has nothing to do with that. Okay. Right place, right time type of thing. Um, hmm. To the sea and why? Are are you questioning why your connection wasn't more glittery or something, or why didn't like at the right place at the right time? Uh, that's confusing. Or maybe others are asking or wondering why, how did you get all of this? And it had nothing to do with being at the right place at the right time or something like that. Maybe you know this person just forever. Maybe you were high school sweethearts or something like that. This read is interesting. And I'm not doing a love read, but it seems like it's a love reading. However, or maybe you went on a cruise and you're like, oh my gosh, why right now? Like, like this is not the time, for me to, like, you didn't go on a cruise to meet anyone. You just went for like relaxation time or something like that. Even though there's a million people on a cruise, like you weren't going to have a serendipity like type moment in your life. And then, all that glitters, people maybe look at things like that, like, oh, you went on a cruise and, you know, right place, right time, and you found your soulmate. And you have to explain to people like all that glitters isn't everything. It's not about, serendipity or the cruise or, things like that can happen. It doesn't mean, it's everybody's situation or something like that. So here, Nine of Swords to the sea. Like I said, maybe you went on a cruise to kind of relax. Maybe you had just got betrayed or something by someone that you thought was your soulmate, and you just needed to get away, go take a cruise or something like that. Oh wow. Yeah, why? Ace of Cups, almost like it seems like, like, oh gosh, why did, it's really, I'm really picking up like you went on a cruise or something, or vacation across the waters to get away. You weren't looking for anything at all, and here comes love, literally. Like you just needed a break. The High Priestess fell on my lap. I don't take cards that fall on my lap or the floor, but um, it speaks of your intuition or downloads or something like that. But here with the Knight of Swords underneath serendipity, like uh, you're clueless on what to say in terms of, by you not looking for something, and here it is, or something that appears to be, or someone that sees you as this, you're trying to find the words to say how you feel about something, or gain the courage or something to say something, or something is on your mind. uh I don't know, let's continue. Okay, with judgment to the sea, nine of swords, and judgment. Like, this is just the way things are. You call judgment on something, you send it to a certain place. Okay, Queen of Pentacle, earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo could be significant, or this is you being stable and secure within your finances and things like that. Evidently, if you're taking cruises and ships, taking cruises on ships, and vacations and things like that, your money is very secure. Yeah, you could get away anytime you want. Six of Swords, and be at peace. Take trips. You have money. You are very uh, wealthy or well-to-do. Um, or maybe you went and got away. Maybe this has something to do with a breakup, and you're like, dang, like why, you know, why did why did it have to end like this or something like that? It wasn't no, fantasy serendipitous like type connection, you know. I really thought that they, loved me or something like that. And but all that glitters wasn't gold. Someone was still wearing a mask or something like that. Maybe they just liked your money, or maybe they, yeah, I'm not too sure. Yeah, Ten of Wands. It was more burdensome here on you than anything. Um, and you just wondering why. Why did it have to happen like that? Why did it fall apart like that? Why did this person drag you along like that? Making you think that, you guys were really soulmates or something like that. Here you are, King of Cups, water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You know how you feel about things, and you're sincere about how you feel about things. Fire sign, can Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo, and maybe they just weren't as sincere. Maybe they, you know, uh, just kind of like to play around, a little bit more in the flirtatious realm of things. Like they can control their fire. Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune um, became stagnant. It stopped. Uh, it wasn't a flow to this anymore. The Hierophant, they didn't want a commitment like how you wanted one. Seven of Pentacles. And you put in some time in this relationship. That's why the question why is out there. Like what is going on? Right when I split it, the Nine of Swords, leaving you in such a place of uh, distraught. So I appreciate you, Scorpio. Come back and rock it here with me anytime. Thank you so very much. Like, share, comment, and subscribe, please, and thank you. And of course, only if you like. I appreciate it all. Here's the second deck and the last deck. Let's see what it do. Yeah, you're well to do. You can get up and take any type of trip you want to, whenever you want to. So they were uh, they were attracted to what you could do, you know, how you moved. They may have also, had a certain, swag to them or caliber status or something. I'm quite sure you wouldn't just talk to any old person, but they definitely like you. I'm quite sure you have more money than them, and they definitely like that. I'm not saying they totally use you for that, but they definitely liked it. It was a plus for them, especially if you were treating them to trips and things like that, and always taking care of them in ways that, you know, like gifts or something. Yeah, like you giving them the world, taking them here, taking them there. But this cycle seems to have come to a close here with this particular person. Seven of Wands. Yeah. You putting your hand up like, you know what, enough is enough. You really don't want to be in a relationship like that. That's okay. I'm gonna stay over here. You know, don't come talking to me about what you think we could possibly do or how we can make up. I don't really want to hear it. You put in a lot of work. You see that it really don't want what you want, and you want to be married and have a good life, friends, family, celebrations, things like that. So, you've taken a lot of time to get where you are. You possibly could be in the spotlight somewhere, not too sure, but you're a very healed individual. And here it is again with the Knight of Swords. You're trying to find the right words to say to this person, and keep your strength and composure because you're going to need it. Um, but most importantly, you're a tempered individual. You have your emotions well kept. Okay. Um, It's interesting because this one came out, but I had enough cards to finish, and I put it here. So if I would have showed you what was at the bottom now, it's Nine of Cups. So either your Nine of Cups or the Hangman, or you could be in the Nine of Cups and the Hangman. Like, now you have a different perspective to move forward. You're going to always be happy with yourself. You're, a very healed, balanced individual. So whichever one it is, you take it however which way you want to take it. But you're not going to stay around, stick around just for the sake of, all that glitters isn't gold, you know. And you thought, maybe to yourself, we kind of, just met, we knew each other, you thought it would really work. It wasn't no, oh, like happy fairy tale like type thing. Um, but maybe to some it did look like that. I don't know. Oh, we've known each other since high school. Oh, we're soulmates or whatever. I don't know. But you could put everything and piece it together how you do, Scorpio. But good luck to you. And take care. Bye bye.